For our Solar Hunter Ignition build, we're using Dragon's Breath. We're using an auto rifle, the Summer. And what the Dragon's Breath does is pretty much inflict scotch on your targets if you don't know that. And it's pretty much good against unstoppables. So it stuns unstoppables every time you shoot it at them. And then we're using an auto rifle, the Summer. And here we're using the Pulse Rocket, which is also good for barriers. So it's good for end game content. And then here we're using auto rifle, which I said auto rifle like 3 times, but which is good for what is it called? Overloads. And if you're trying to use this mod right here, the solar auto rifles is good if you're trying to increase your radiant and your restoration per time. And the exotic we're using Shads of Gladiator. And what this does, throwing knives pretty much reduces our cooldown for our super. And every time we hit a blade barrage on an enemy, we pretty much get half our super back. You get a lot with hunters. They be cheating for hunters. But so we're using Blade Barrage, the super. We're using Gambler's Dodge for our dodge, gives us our melee back. Then here we're using Healing Grenade so we could stay alive more. Our Artifacts we're using On Your Mark. So every time you cast a final blow with 3 stacks, you pretty much get Radiant. Easy. And here we're using Knock Them Down, pretty much get more Blade Barrage projectiles. And our fragments, we're using Ember of Char. I don't know how you say that, but your solar ignition spread scotch to other tigers. We're gonna be doing a lot of ignitions, so we gonna need that fragment. Here we're using Ember of Singing. Pretty much every time we scotch a target, we pretty much get a class ability back. And here we're using Ember of Torches. Pretty much every time we do damage with our melee, and that's this melee. You gotta use a melee charge to get radiant, but yeah, we get radiant back. Here we're using Ember of Ashes. We pretty much get scotch. And here we just use an Ember of Eruption. Every time because our solar ignitions have an increased area effect, so we don't do more ignitions in a large group of enemies. And here we just what you mostly need for the mod is, I'll say, melee, class ability, and super with your weapons. I got grenade because that's what my gear got right now, but you don't really need grenade. All you got is a healing grenade, so you don't really need a grenade. But our mods, we got Super Font, which gives us a super back pretty fast. So every time we pick up a orb, our cost looks our super cost more damage. And here we just using solar weapons pretty much gives us orbs on the ground. You're gonna need a lot of orbs. And here we just using grants class ability. We're using focusing strike, which gives us class ability back every time we use our melee on an enemy. And here you just use whatever you want to stay alive. The mods here really don't matter, but this matter right here, the weapon font. Every time you pick up an orb, pretty much gives you 20%. So you get plus 20 just for this one, and plus 20 for this one. So you get 40 plus 40 every time you pick up an orb. And here we just using time dilation. So every time you pick up an orb, we pretty much gonna last the timer gonna last like 16 seconds. And I use this right here, so every time I dodge, I could just get the orbs on the ground. And the fragments, the only fragment you really need is Fever Chill. This fragment right here pretty much gives you your class ability back, because you pretty much give your enemies radiant, so you don't get your class ability back pretty fast. And here, if your teammate got a stasis, you pretty much do more damage with your solar. And here, you causing damage with your we're gonna be starting a lot of champions, so I just use this mod right here. And this mod pretty much just gives you elemental pickup, but you're gonna be getting a lot of that, so you don't need it that much. And here we just using Radiant Chapel. And here we're using Shield Crush. That's all you need on that. And if you like the build later on after you watch the video, hit that subscribe button and hit the like, and let's get right into the video, man. I just throw a fucking shit at him. I got another super. Shit is so good. Alright, we can shoot it right there. Right there, throw Blade Barrage. We got another Blade Barrage almost. He broken as fuck. Another Blade Barrage. Another Blade Barrage. What the fuck? Another Blade Barrage. God damn. Fucking Hunters is so fucking broken. Almost got another Blade Barrage. The whole place is about to bop. Blade Barrage again. Still my kills. Ooh, nigga, what the fuck? Mm-mm-mm. I don't know about restoration. Damn! I fucking died by a fucking phone mine. They wanted me dead in that bitch. God damn. No, we still got ammo. 7 ammo. God damn. You get your hella ammo. Miss Avenger. About to get another super. Got another heavy on the flow. Another super already again.